And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Running to the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Tyler. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional.
Flips a tackle, and he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Tyler. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Throws it back. Under fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. That gives him 54 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. The toss to the outside. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Tyler. He's got him. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the right. There he goes. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool box.
He now has 62 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Tyler. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
To the air on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 45. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on 1st down. Now you've got them in 2nd in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team good.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Going downfield for the big play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total under and get this second half started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Gets a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Tyler. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll go to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Tyler. Oh, they're after him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. The give to the back. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer.
Breaks into the open on the left. And after the huge run, it came in a perfect time for this runner. He's got to catch his breath as we head to the fourth. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Penn State. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
It's all about making plays, and this This guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the right side. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Gets it out quickly. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods. Cornerstone